I've been absolutely addicted to this game. I just started playing it, replaying it again for the first time since it came out a month and a half ago. Been playing it for probably as much as 8 hours a day some days, and was able to beat it in a month. The first time it came out, they had a different layout when this came out in late 2013. And the endless, I got up to level 100 on the Egyptian level, Egypt. And then they did an update, and my girlfriend was playing the update, and it just got to be way too hard to be able to defeat the Gargantuars. And they didn't give you the right plants, and the plants weren't powerful enough. So I said, forget it. So now I'm playing it again, and I've beat everything, all these levels. And the way I did it was cheated by doing a lot of things out of sequence. This world here has the best plants, the most powerful of all the plants. And the pea shooter, primal, the walnut, the shroom you're not going to use except for in this world. You're going to use this flower every time, except for nighttime ones. The spud, you're going to be using that. It's way more powerful than the original one. How it can get weaker as time progresses, I don't know. I'll show you a quick setup of how all these piñatas up here at the top right, where it's got 3 hours, 52 minutes, and 50. Oh, that was weird. Just clicked off some seconds there. You get 3 of those a day by default, and they give you like $100 or $300, I forget, and then some piñatas that open up and give you level ups. And once you get to this level of plants, that's not what I want. I'm gonna pick, I don't need sun because this is a limited one, so I'm going to go with him. Primal walnut, then I'm going to take the winter melon, and then I'm going to add the fat beet, and the primal pea shooter with the kernel pulse, followed by the cherry bomb and the jalapeno. And I'm going to let's rock. And then I'm going to set it up. When I set it up, we're going to put the walnuts all up front so they can't rush us. And then we're going to stagger these winter melons and the fat beet, then the primal pea shooters, and we're going to fast forward this. And they're not going to break through the defenses. They're going to smash all these guys. This is going to take a little while, but when you do this, you can do this 3 times well, you can actually do this 6 times a day, because every 12 hours your piñatas reset. And so that's getting 12 different level ups for all your plants. And I focus on these guys exclusively because these are the most powerful plants, and as you level them up, you become more powerful to where you can kill all these guys. So now I'm just going to hit them with some plant food. Once that guy's done, I'm going to take him out. I'm going to click on the jalapeno, and I'm going to light this guy up. He's usually dead at that point. No, he's dead now. Because if not, I got a cherry bomb. Sometimes he'll chuck that little imp on his back towards the front. Either way, the lawnmower will take care of him. I should have recorded this morning. So that's done. That would have given me a piñata, but it didn't. So right now we have a party going on with the sweet potato, and it's ending the food fight piñata. I already bought the sweet potato, but for 10 gems you can get these food fight piñatas, and what you can end up getting is a It can contain any of these seed packets, from cauliflower, parsnip, sweet potato, intensive carrot, kernel pulp, and squash. You have to buy cauliflower, so I'm not interested in that. You have to also buy parsnip. All these are $4.99. You can see parsnip right there in the middle of the screen. Sweet potato was a specialty a long time ago. They brought it back this Thanksgiving, and for like 100 or 109 gems, I bought it. Intensive carrot, I own. Not really something you're going to use. It's a waste of a slot, in my opinion. I'm sure there's one level where it would be extremely necessary if you're using a certain amount of plants to help you get through, but it just brings back one of the plants that have been eaten. Kernel pulp, I use him, and squash, I'm going to buy him eventually. I was able to beat the game with not having any of these guys. My main guys, and also in the garden here, the garden, I haven't purchased any of these extra slots, and I was able to do just fine. I normally am flat broke with the coins and flat broke with the gems, and that's the most plants I've ever had, 690, because I've been playing a lot and leveling up my plants. And every single one of these little green lightning bolts, it's ready to be leveled up, and the sweet potato is right here. And when I level him up, he's going to go down in cost to 125 sun. And I'm not sure. Let's find out. Let's upgrade him. Okay. I've got 99 more to go. So I have a decision to make. We can do some math here real quick. Whoops, I wanted to go here. I went too far. So I can get 30 of these food fight piñatas on the left here at 10 gems. And I would even be able to get some past midnight, so I'd get another 25. That'd give me another 3. So I could get 33 of these. Let's just go ahead and get one just to show you. So here's a piñata. They're going to give me 215 coins. Parsnip, okay. So that's a bust in my opinion. I don't own him. He's $4.99. There's a sweet potato. That was pretty good. 5. Normally they give you a 3 or a 10. I've never seen a 5. So that puts me at 6. So I have to get 94. So let's just say it's 95. If they were all 5s, which they wouldn't be, they'd be more like 3. And I've purchased a lot of these, and on average, I get maybe 3 for every 2 piñatas. So let's go ahead and do another piñata and see what happens. It's 250. Cauliflower, that's a bust. Don't own him, don't like him, and I'm not going to pay $4.99 for him. Squash, that's a guy we'll be purchasing. You can buy him for 100 gems, so he's not a bust. But you can see how it's not always a sweet potato. It can be any one of these. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my gambling right there. And my plants are over here. See, so you've got parsnip right there, $4.99. He may be going away. I'm not sure. Find out. The other guy is right here, the squash. And eventually I will buy him. December 5th of this year, they're coming out with 2 new plants. It's one of the updates. Go back here to the news. Well, it's not here. It's somewhere else. I just read it. Oh, I know where it's at. It's on Google Play when you do the update. If I leave this screen, it'll stop recording, so I can't show you that. but there's a chance for 2. One's like a sapling that was available before, and I forget what the other one is. But I'm hoping they're not ones you have to pay for that are $4.99. They're actually going to let you buy them with gems. So I've saved up my gems. They were at 300. They're not anymore now. They'll be over 300 by tomorrow. Every day you get 25 gems. You get to watch 3 commercials for... I'm sorry, you get to watch 5 commercials for 3 gems a piece, which equals 15. And then you also get to do a quest that will give you a reward of 10 gems, totaling 25 a day. So every 4 days you get 100 gems. And the best way to spend them, as far as I can tell, would be on this guy right here. That's 200. This one on the far left, 13 Lost City piñatas. He's going to cycle out every day. He's good for 24 hours. And they will give you 260 seed packets, which is better than anything over here. This is the only 200 that you could buy right now that's available every single day. That's Egypt. Otherwise, if you only have 100 gems, you get 120 seed packets. Well, you multiply that by 2, subtract it from 260, you're losing out on 20 seed packets every time you opt for just the 100 and you don't save up and have patience to get the 200. And every one of these guys here eventually becomes a 200 in this slot right here. Primal or prehistoric or Jurassic Marsh, which is the one that has all the great plants I'm talking about that you're going to want to use if you ever play this game. You haven't already played it. Highly doubt anybody out there hasn't really played this before. There may be a few people, but this game's been out for 4 years, so it's a great game. I just didn't do anything with it because I have an addictive personality, and once I start something, I can't stop. And that's the reason why I haven't been able to put this down. So it's done now. I've beaten it. The next problem is now I feel like I have to tell myself I need every single plant leveled up to level 10. And that's not a good thing to tell yourself because this is going to take a lot of time. I'm going to have to fight the urge here and not do anything. I have a little bit of money, and one of the things I want to do with it is upgrade. So I've managed to get enough of Sunflower to finally upgrade him. It's going to bring my recharge rate up and my toughness. The other one would be the Walnut, and his toughness goes up a little tiny bit, not much. I don't know if that's worth that for $8,000, because every day in the shop, the jail cell over here, you get to free some plants. And I'm not a big fan of the Stallia. Don't use it. It needs to be upgraded now. But for $26,000 a day, you can get all these seed packets. And so every day I try to get $26,000 and buy every one of them. And the Primal Sunflower was one of these not too long ago. And I forget what it was yesterday. But most all the plants that I have leveled up at a high level came from buying these seed packets. I have yet to buy one of these 200 ones. I really would like to. I passed the Jurassic Marsh because I'm saving them up for the possible plants that may be available come December 5th, which is in another 5 or so days, 6 days. And can't wait for that to happen so that I can just blow all these gems if I don't need them. Or I'll just wait again because, like I said, these worlds cycle through. So that's the best way to play this game. So now you can watch me spend some money. And to get money, you have to either play the game or you watch a commercial. So would you like to watch an ad for coins? Click yes. They'll show you an ad for anywhere from 5 to as much as 60 seconds. They used to just be 30. I've seen some commercials go 60 seconds now. And you get 500 coins for that. The other way is that you can grow marigolds in the garden and turn those in, and that'll be 500 coins. So that's the other way you can do it. I would just probably just watch free coins. I mean, it's hard to get a marigold, and it's hard to end up taking that marigold and growing it and selling it. So you got to keep coming back, or you just got to ignore it for like 8 hours it takes for the plant to grow. So let's go back to mine, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade this guy. So I think that's going to help a lot. I'll find out later. And I still have over 26,000, so I can still get what I need tomorrow. I'd like to upgrade this guy. That's another guy I'd like to upgrade. That's definitely one I'd like to upgrade. Make him cost less, blow duration longer. I don't think that really matters too much. Catapult, cabbage pult. Alright, so I've managed to beat the game by, we'll go, you know what, instead of clicking all those, we'll go to a world, and got a new quest available. This is on the Note 8, which is quite a stretch. First cell phone I played, Plants vs. Zombies, the original, played on an S2, and that was just the perfect size. You can't see because you're covering the screen on this, but this screen is gorgeous. I hope it's recording it on the same level as I'm seeing it. It is just amazing. The artwork on this game is amazing, and you can see all my level plants, what they're leveled at, and which ones I own and which ones I don't own. And they're not very high. You know, most of them are... Wow, there's a level 1. It's one of the few plants I own that's actually a level 1, probably. Most of them are 2 and 3. Very few are 4 or 5. This sunflower was a 4. I just upgraded it. And so is the sweet potato. I just upgraded it earlier in the video. So that's what I used. And then in order to play... Yeah, I don't care. We'll go ahead and do it just to show. The other way I cheated was that I would get all this money, and then all of a sudden, when somebody would come into the screen, and I'd start to get overrun. Let's fast forward to this. I would toss all of them. I should have chose a much later day to where you start getting overrun quicker. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Save and exit. Because this won't really do it justice. What's our new quest? Our new quest is, defeat bully zombies. Well, let's see if they're on here. Go to my favorite level, 22. I think 7 was the other one. I can't remember where you automatically have all the sun loaded up. So I'll do the same setup that I did before. Just dig them up if you put them in the wrong spot and the sun gets put back. Fast forward, speed it up. Oh, I wanted to upgrade Fat Beat too. I'll have to do that next and see just how much more damage. Because I use them for this level. And my walnuts are upgraded now, so they're going to be more powerful. They're not going to break through. You see the Gargantuar is able to break them. And you can use this plant food on everything here. Use it on your Fat Beat. Drops a big sonic boom there. You can use them on the pea shooter. You can use them right here. Turns the walnut into like Stonehenge. Pea shooter blows everybody back. But here's the toss. You can just toss everybody. And that just wasted $150, but it's able to show you. And that's how you end up, when they get in the middle of the screen or close to the end, just start tossing them all back. And that's the best one to use. So we'll see how many of those we defeated. I got 9 more to go. So we'll play it again. We'll set it up a little differently too. Show you how hard it is if you don't take up the whole screen. So we'll put them further back here. Never done this before. I may end up losing really, really badly. Or I may have to blow a ton, a ton of money in order to get these guys from overrunning me. These dinosaurs are going to kick these guys right past me. Well, they don't seem to be grabbing them. Those pterodactyls pick them up and push them from behind. If they can get up there. So here, let me shoot the pea shooter puts them back. Catapult puts butter on their heads and slows them down, stops them. And then here's the toss. That wasn't a very good toss. I missed a lot of them. Well, we don't want that guy that close. Oh, man. Well, this is where I start digging stuff up then. Alright, took care of him. When you dig these things up, you get half the sun that you paid for them. That's what I do. You can buy other things to make it better, but I'm not spending actual money on making the game easier. And I completed the quest. So there's 2 ways of doing it. The easiest way is just to click on this left button right there with the exclamation mark log. It tells me I completed it. It gives me the piñata for some cash and some seed packets. $300. 7 primal walnuts. I still have not upgraded him. And the puff shroom. And more. Man, this is a good piñata. These are all the ones you want to upgrade. So that's complete, and then you have these left. Alright, let's go spend some money. There are some ads every now and then. So where's our money? Where's our plants? We go to the almanac. And I'm going to have to watch some commercials again later. I want to upgrade. Oh, I thought Fat Beet was upgradable. I guess I'm not there yet for him. And then we looked at Walnut. We don't. That's not a real good investment. His toughness goes up by a very minor amount. Is there anybody else I want to upgrade? Hurricane. I don't think I'll be able to reach. If I reach level 5, the sun production cost for or the sun cost, I should say, for the sweet potato drops 25. You can go on Wikipedia fandom or something like that. Just put in PVZ2 and then the name of the plant you want to know, and it's usually the first hit. It'll tell you every level. There's a Chinese version as well. This is the American version, or the other version, the global version. And from level 1 to level 10, it'll tell you everything about it, what changes. The sun cost, the toughness, the sluggish recharge rate, how many times he can get bit before he's taken away. Usually goes up by 5s, increments of 5. And then you've got like the plant food, damage. All of them are different. He would be a good one to upgrade, but I'm probably not going to upgrade him. He would also be a good one to upgrade. He drops in price. This one would be a good one, also drops in price. He gets pretty expensive as he goes up. And when you use plant food on something that he's sitting on, it'll do it on all the squares, which is be a whole other video. I mean, this video could go on and on. It probably need to wrap it up now. It's just too long as is. But that's my experience with Plants vs. Zombies 2. It took me a month to beat, and I was playing sometimes 8 hours a day, and most of my plants were only level 3. Used the Jurassic Marsh plants as my dominant plants when I could, and used the toss, $950 toss button in order to back the zombies up. And I usually use something to slow them down, either the winter melon, or I'll use the iceberg lettuce down in the corner, put plant food on them that freezes everybody on the screen. The jalapeno will burn up a lane, but he's really not powerful enough. The cannonball, coconut cannon, put plant food on him, he'll shoot a massive cannonball and push all the zombies back towards the beginning of the map on the right side and explode. That's a good way to push them back. Either one of these spike weeds or spike rock, plant them on the far right screen, put plant food on them, it'll pull all the zombies in that lane back. This is the blower in combination with something that lifts zombies up, such as the primal pea shooter, gets them up off the ground, or the spring bean when he has plant food, or when he's boosted, he'll bounce everybody on the map up in the air, and if you time it just right and use the blower, it'll blow all those guys off the map, including the biggest and hardest gargantuars. This guy here, the hurricane, pushes them back, but it's only a single lane. Charred guard is also a great one, keeps pushing them back. You can only use this in the map that you can find him. Time warp, I forget what this map is called, but he works great. He just takes everybody, puts them back to the beginning of the screen. That's basically what you want. You want to either suppress the zombies from being able to approach you, or you want to be able to push them back. And that was how I was able to do it and win the game.